Alright, good morning everybody. So last week we started this lesson where we're painting flowers using a plastic bag. Now this is a tiered lesson. We have different learners, so we're going to be doing different styles. So most of you already had your petals stamped on your paper. So you have a small paintbrush, a fine thin paintbrush. You're going to use that brush. You're going to use the tip of your paintbrush on the edge of the paint. You have two different shades of green. So you're going to be touching the dark green, the light green. You're going to be making some seeds inside of your flower, looking like this one I'm about to show you right now. Just like that, you're going to be using dots, similarly to when we use the point intelligent technique. Now for those people who have the new paper, here's what you're going to do. What? You're going to take your paintbrush and you're going to paint around the edge of this plastic bag as if you were making a triangle, and then you're going to press it onto your paper, and that will give you the imprint of your rose. Understood? Then the next set, you're going to be doing similarly. You're going to be adding your stems with that very thin paintbrush. Okay. Any questions on that? I'm coming around to each table. All right? Okay. All right, so I see where we're putting the dots. Make some small, tiny dots. Don't make them that wide. All right? Make them tiny. Look at the example I have on screen. It's in the middle between the petals. It's not all over. All right? To make it tiny. Now here, I want you to concentrate on getting dots instead of filling in that space, all right? So you can add some leaves to yours. This is wonderful. I love this. This could be a nice example. So you can add some leaves to yours and stems. So you got four roses. How many stems would you add? So each rose has their own stem. Very good. This is marvelous. This is what Picasso says. Every child is an artist. You got this. So how many stems will you have on yours? How many roses you got?
It's hard to tell.
1, 2, 3 roses. So you could have a stem going this way, one going that way. So you have a bunch of roses, right? Then you add your leaves on it. That's fabulous. All right, over here we're stamping our plastic onto our paper to get that design of that rose. Wonderful, good job, sir, painting it. If you wish, you could add a second color to that and see what result you'll get. So she has a different color over here. If you, let's say for example, you add a little streak of that color, what would you get if that happens? So you can test it. All right, you don't want to have too many roses bunched up, and you want to also keep your paintbrush out, the handle out of the paint, so that you are what? In control. Of your paint. That's nice. Look, he made a bigger area. Now put it a little bit down, all the way down now. You see what happened? What happened when you make a bigger area? 2. Is it going to be smaller, larger? What happens? What's the difference?
Yes.
Does it look similar to the others?
No.
Why not? Right, this is a nice example of having your stems and your leaves. Wonderful. All right, so this is one group. So this group is not quite there yet. So remember I told you don't do too many roses because you're going to have too much to deal with. Each rose must have their own stem and leaves. So go ahead and start adding your stem and leaves. You only got 1 minute left in this class.
Stop. I got 6. Stop.
It's all right. You press it and hold it down a little bit, then you roll it slightly. You don't need that much, just a little. You don't need a whole lot of roses on your canvas. Alright, try to limit it.
How do we do that?
Don't do so many. You're gonna get the paint on the edge. Get the paint on the edge, then you're gonna. The tip is where you're gonna push down on. To try and get that. Oh, so now you put the colors on separately. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, nice idea. So you can add the red on top of your yellow. Brilliant. I like that. That's different.